Hello students, today we are going to study Social Science Class 10th Geography section Chapter 1 Resources and Development Sansadhan or Vikas. The resources provided to us by nature. ये सभी चीज़ें हमें प्रकृति से प्राप्त होती हैं. Classification of resources संसाधन वर्गीकरण on the basis of origin मूल के आधार पे. Biotic resources जैविक. These resources obtained from biosphere in the form of plants and animals are called biotic resources. They are living being products obtained from plants and animals are forest, agricultural crops, fisheries, livestock, animal products. Second, abiotic resources, ajaivic. These resources are obtained from non-living things. They are rocks, soil, and minerals. Second is on the basis of exhaustibility. In that, there are two parts, renewable and non-renewable. Renewable, these resources which can be obtained by reproduction or regeneration or by physical, chemical, and mechanical process. For example, plants, animals, water, wind, and solar energy, forest resources, etc. They are also called non-exhaustible resources. Second is non-renewable resources. In that, these resources take a very long in their formation. Such resources, once it is used, then it lost forever. For example, metal, mineral fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas. These resources are also called exhaustible resources. Third, on the basis of ownership. Under that, there are four categories. First is individual resources, व्यक्तिगत. In that, resources owned by an individual. Like examples, land, plot, farms, house, shops, and apartment. It means it is personal. व्यक्तिगत means like the people can buy their own things. Now the second is community resources, samudaya. These resources commonly owned by a group of people. Example, like village pond or lake, village forest, grazing grounds, and playgrounds. These resources can be used by anyone in that area. Means it is common for everyone. Then the third point is national resources. Rashtriya means it belongs to the nation. In this, all resources belong to the nation in that government can acquire anyone's property for the welfare of the entire population. Like example, construction of new roads, canals, railways, extraction of mineral wealth. Fourth is international resources, Antarashtriya. These are international institutions which own and regulate some resources like an ocean. No individual country can utilize these without the agreement of international institution. It means it is for all neighboring countries and they can utilize the water of an particular ocean. Fourth is on the basis of status of development, विकास की स्थिति के आधार पे. In that, potential resources. The man is aware of the existence of the resources, but for certain reason has not exploited it yet. Like wind and solar energy in Gujarat and Rajasthan. Like forest resources of Arunachal Pradesh. The Mineral resources are there, but due to some reason, due to technological absence, it is not exploited. Then develop resources, Viksit. Resources which are already surveyed, assessed, and their quality and quantity have been determined for utilization. Example like coal and iron. The level of the exploitation depends on technology, capital investment, and the requirement. Then the stock resources like mal. These are many minerals in our environment which can satisfy human needs and wants, but man does not have the technology to assess those resources. Such resources are called stock. It means we are in the country, we are having the stock, the resources stock, but due to certain lack of technology, we are not able to exploit it. Reserve resources. They can be used with the help of technology, but their uses have been postponed for meeting the future requirement. It means we have the reserve of mineral, of water, of forest, of other resources, but due to lack of technology or due to we have kept saved for the use of future generation. Like example, forest in Arunachal Pradesh, tourism in Andaman and Nicobar Island, and also the rivers for the electricity production. Second topic is development of resources. Resources cannot be used as obtain or produce. They require some processing before satisfying human needs. For this, man needs to make efforts like they can use skills, technology, invest capital, develop infrastructure for developing our resources. Resources development, in short, is utilization, exploitation, and preservation of a resource. Without the utilization, without the exploitation, and without the preservation, no resources can be kept for the future generation. Second topic is the conservation of resources. Conservation of resources is very important. Conservation of resources is the management, use of resources for benefit of development to meet the requirement of future generation without harming the environment. Today we are concerned about the environment and making effort to conserve it. As Gandhiji said, there is enough for everybody's, but need and not for anyone's greed. It means there are enough for everyone in the country, the resources, minerals, forest, the river water, but it is nobody's utilized for their greed. We can conserve resources in the following manners. Proper use and management of resources. Use of recycling resources and non-exhaustible sources of energy. Recycling and treatment of waste material. Land resources. The solid portion of the solid portion of earth referred to as lithosphere. Land is the base over which plants grow. other infrastructure facilities like transport, roadways, railways, and airport. Land is the source of soil and minerals. Plant, like we can divide into three categories: plains, plateaus, and mountains. Plains are important for agriculture and economic activities. Plateaus are the storehouse of minerals, forest, and the fossil fuels. Mountains provide forest of softwood, trees, herbs, storehouse of water, and also effect of climate of India. Now, conservation of land resources. It can be done in the following ways. Conservation can be done by afforestation, development of shelter bed, growing grass or bushes, overgrazing of pastures should be prevented. Soil erosion can be checked by planting vegetation, construction of check dam to reduce the flood, control of mining activities, treatment of urban and industrial waste before its disposal. And the next topic is soil as resource. Soil covers the earth's surface. Soil is the only medium in which the plants grow. It means soil is very important because the agriculture is totally dependent on the soil. Soil fertility is very important, and it comes from the following ways. Like, we contain the humus in the first top layer of the soil. This is a soil profile, the formation of soil. The first layer of the soil is known as a topsoil, upper soil, which contain humus and the organic matter, which is formed by the dead animals and the plants. The first layer of topsoil is important because all the agricultural crops, plants grow in this layer only. Though the layer is very thin, it is only 2 to 3 meters, but its fertility is more. Second layer is subsoil. It contains silt, sand, and clay. The rivers flow under this subsoil section only, and that's why in the river we get silt, sand, and the clay. Next is weathered rock. Weathered rock contain two parts. The upper portion is known as porous, pervious rock, and the second layer is known as non-porous rock. First layer of the weathered rock is porous, through which the water can seep under this layer. But after that, the non-porous rocks does not allow water to seep the water below it. And after that, the complete bedrock is there, which cannot allow the water to seep below this. So, the fertility of the soil depends on the first layer of the soil. This is the diagram of soil formation. Today I am finishing here. Now next topic we will start tomorrow. If you want, you can prepare the notes. Thank you, students.